Right, I'm here today with Morgan.
Right.
And this is the lad who was thrown out of the Stadium of Light last weekend at the home match against Plymouth for changing seats. Apparently he'd been warned once at the Gillingham match, the home match. I've just got Morgan here to interview him, ask him a few questions, have his opinion on what went on so he can tell his side of the story. Morgan, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I've been a season card holder for about 5.5 years. And I go to away games now and again, and I'm studying at the Beacon of Light. I mean, even when we're playing away, I watch the games. Sometimes I even go to them, and I just love going to the games.
So what age did you start supporting Sunderland?
I started going to games when I was around 6 or 7, but I didn't get my season card till I was 13. I got a half season card in the 13-14 season, and then since then I've been going full time.
And how many away matches do you go to?
I usually go around 2 a season. I went to Sheffield Wednesday and Wolves last season.
Yeah.
And I went to Hartlepool and Middlesbrough in pre-season.
All right.
Then this season I've been to Coventry. So I'm going to Barnsley and just booked my ticket for Wembley last night. So,
excellent. Wembley. Here we come, eh? Wembley,
come
here
on.
we come. Right, so you support the club.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
You spent a fortune on the club.
Yes.
I mean, how much a season do you actually spend at the club, what do you think?
I don't know. I buy a programme at every match, and every now and again I buy like a drink and some chips and that, so quite a bit.
And how much does a season card cost for yourself now, being 18?
I think for next season for me it'll be around 190 quid.
190 quid. And you work part-time at the Beacon of Light,
Yep.
Stuart Donald's charity,
Yep.
the Foundation of Light.
Mm-hmm.
So you're 100% a Sunderland football fan.
Definitely.
Whereabouts do you live? Do you live in Sunderland?
Yeah, I live in Sunderland.
You
Yeah.
live in Sunderland, so he's Sunderland through and through. His family is Sunderland through and through.
Well, not my mum, because my mum's an Aston Villa fan.
Oh, but she worked at the Stadium of Light herself, didn't she?
Yeah, a few years ago when we played Newcastle at home, she was a steward, and also she got explained about the rules of being a steward.
Yeah.
And she was told that you can't put your hands on a fan.
Right.
The only time she had to lay her hand on a fan when he tried to run on the pitch, so
Right.
she tried to hold him back.
So you can't lay your hands on fans. This is what the stewards were told. How many years ago was this?
About 2 years ago when we won 3-0.
2 years ago. So it was Ellis Short's reign, but it was still the same agency as they have now?
Yeah.
Yes. So you're not allowed to lay hands on fans unless they're running on the pitch.
Exactly.
So explain to me, Morgan, what happened at the Gillingham match?
Right. At the Gillingham match, I went to sit where we usually sit to see if you were there.
Yeah.
You weren't there, so I thought, yeah, I'll just sit here anyway because it's a nice view of the pitch.
Yeah.
Then the steward in the orange jacket came down and said, "Oh, can I have a look at your season ticket?" So I said, "Yeah, you can have a look at my season ticket." Like, you're not sitting there. Go back and sit in your normal seat. So I'm like, all right, I'll go do that. And they're like, but if I catch you down here again, I'm going to throw you out the ground. So I'm like, oh, all right, there's no need to be so angry.
So what time was this?
This was around literally about 2 minutes into the game.
2 minutes of the game, the steward came down, threatened you to throw you out of the ground if you didn't move seats. And how many spare seats were at that match at this moment in time? And that where you were sitting?
Around like 200.
200 spare seats, and the steward came down looking for trouble, threatened to throw Morgan out of the ground. He's 100% behind Sunderland.
Definitely.
Anyway, attitude was awful.
It was the most shocking experience I've ever had as a Sunderland fan.
A young lad, a young adult, is going to support Sunderland all of his life.
Definitely.
And the steward is giving him a bad experience straight away. I mean, the match had started. There's no more fans coming into the ground. And I watched at that end when, I think it was Keano who scored the equalising goal, and there was nobody behind the goal.
Yeah.
That's all Morgan wanted to do, was have a better view of the match. He wasn't hurting anybody. So you felt you went back to your own seat?
Yes, I did.
Yes. Obviously it ruined the match.
Yeah, but at least we got the win.
Exactly,
So
got the
I
win.
enjoyed myself. Huh?
So last week you came round to see me like you normally do.
Yeah.
And again there was loads of spare seats.
Mm-hmm.
And then the stewards came asking to see your season card, but obviously he knew you weren't in the right seat.
Yeah.
Now this head steward came down. I've never seen him before in my life. I've never seen any of these chief stewards before in my life. I've seen the guy in the orange, the supervisor steward, a few times.
Yeah.
So what exactly did he say to you then?
He asked to see my season card, and like I showed him my season card. Then he took my season card out of my hand when he's got no right to. Then he's like, "Oh, right, that's it. I'm writing down your details, and then you're going out." I'm like, I mean,
Sorry.
I mean, fair enough. You said that if you catch us down there again, you'll kick us out. But that was at the last match. You never specified if you meant like at any other game in the season. Like, if you say you're gonna kick us out for being there again, be more specific. Like,
that's an interesting thought. So at the Gillingham match, he actually said to you, if you come back to the seat again, I'm going to throw you out, but he didn't
Yeah.
specify any other match.
Exactly. He just said, if I catch you there again, you're out.
And he manhandled you, grabbed
Yep.
your season card off you,
Yeah.
wanted to take your details, and then he had no chance. He didn't see it. You go back to your original seat. He just wanted to throw you out straight away.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It's not, honestly.
That is not the last resort.
No, definitely not.
So what happened then? Did he grab you to try and throw you out?
Yep, he grabbed my arm, the chief steward and the bloke in the orange jacket.
Yeah.
And then also he told another steward to open the door. And he's like, if you didn't leave the stadium, I'll be forced to call the police.
That's ridiculous. So he manhandled you,
Yep.
threw you out the ground. Somebody who supported Sunderland since he was 6-year-old is going to be a lifelong Sunderland fan. He's going to spend a fortune on season tickets in the future. The club are trying to get rid of the likes of Morgan here. Now, what do you expect Stuart Donald to do?
Well, at least an apology would be great. And the least the stewards deserve is a suspension for at least 1 or 2 games. Maybe getting 5 would be maybe a bit too far, but at least a suspension, in my opinion.
So you don't want to see the steward get sacked
No.
or removed from the ground. You just want the steward to do his job properly
Yeah.
and be more lenient.
Yeah.
You know, use a bit of common sense. If there's 40,000 plus fans at the ground and you know which matches there's going to be big crowds at.
Yeah, well then fair enough, I can't move seats.
Exactly. But when there's only 27,000 there at the Gillingham match, there was hundreds, thousands of spare seats.
Yeah.
Now the stewards are just trying to evict young Sunderland fans because they don't want them. They love the power. Some stewards just love the power. I'm not saying all stewards. I'm saying 95% of the stewards are probably okay. There's 1 or 2 stewards enjoying the power at this moment in time. And I believe Stuart Donald Morgan deserves an apology.
I do.
If not from you, if from the stewards or just from the club itself. And all we want are the stewards to leave us alone during the match so we can enjoy the match.
Yeah, they've been, like, at Rochdale, they try to throw you out for filming yourself.
Exactly.
And, like, you've said, like, the EFL's got no problem with it. Stuart Donald's got no problem with it. It's just down to them. They don't like you, so they try to throw you out. It's just getting ridiculous. They've been doing this to us for months.
Now, I feel a bit bad because I wish last week I'd intervened and went up with Morgan with the stewards at the time. I mean, at the time I was stunned. I couldn't believe what was happening.
Yeah.
And I froze. But now, in hindsight, I should have went back and I should have explained to him he should go back to his original seat. This is not the last resort. And I take responsibility for that because I feel bad for that. But, end of the day, the stewards should not be doing what they've done.
No, it's ridiculous. I mean, I voluntarily offered to go back to my original seat. I would have gladly done that, but no, the manhandlers tried to drag us out the stadium.
What's your mum's thoughts on this?
She's livid.
Livid.
She's honest. She's never been more angry ever, and she said herself that at the next home match she's going to come to it.
I seen your uncle's comments and your cousin's comments. You must have loads of family members who go to the match.
Yeah, I've got a couple of cousins, and also my cousin's girlfriend, he goes as well. Me little sister's started going now, and I've got quite a few friends that go as well.
And this is just one instance. There's loads of instances come forward, I've been told, of stewards harassing and manhandling, I don't know, good paying public fans who are coming to the match. It's ridiculous. What's double standards? What annoys me even more, I've had Plymouth fans come up to me saying when they entered the ground last week, some of them were asking the stewards where to sit, and the stewards were telling them they can sit wherever they want.
That's ridiculous.
So the away fans can sit wherever they want, but the home fans are getting thrown out. What is going on at this club? And at the end of the day, the stewards are saying it's Stuart Donald's fault. They're blaming Stuart Donald. Some of the stewards told me this is coming from Stuart Donald. I don't believe it does. I think they're just using Stuart as an excuse.
Yeah.
The stewards are using Stuart as an excuse for power.
Yeah.
So any more final thoughts, Morgan?
Well, all I want is just like an apology. An apology now would be like really happy.
Will he be at the home match, next home match?
Of course I will.
Of course he will.
Of course I will.
Still going to support Sunderland, River.
Always.
And I expect him to come round and see me next week still.
I will.
And stewards come down, you have to throw me out too.
Huh.
Because I'm not letting them get thrown out next week. No chance.
You know, see, my mum will be there, so she'll be there to back us up.
Exactly. His mum's coming with him as well. Stewards, you don't want to mess with his mum, mate.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Well, nice one, Morgan.
Me bother.
And I hope you enjoy Wembley.
I will.
We're going to win?
Yes.
So you're also going to the away match on Tuesday.
Yeah, against Barnsley.
So how are you getting to the away match?
I'm getting a coach with ALS.
Yeah, let's outside the stadium, alright.
Yeah.
Fantastic support from a fantastic fan who loves Sunderland through and through, but the stewards are letting the club down big time.
Big time.
And all he wants is an apology from the stewards or the club, and that's it.
That's all I want. Just
Thanks
an
a lot.
apology.
Excellent. Nice one.
Right.
Right, I'm here again today with Keano, who was at the match last weekend, who was also threatened to be thrown out of the ground for moving seats, and he never had a warning. Keano, aka John, what is your opinion on this? Give me your side of the story.
We'd only been in the ground a minute or so. The chief steward walked down with the guy in the orange. I believe it was all planned, otherwise why would the chief steward be there? I've never ever seen a chief steward there ever. And they come down, went straight to Morgan, asked him, is this your seat? Are you in the right seat? Can I have a look at your card? And the first thing he said was, you're going out.
So you think it was all premeditated? They came there on that day with the plan to throw out Morgan?
Specifically looking there for Morgan, and as soon as he come in, they're ready to pounce, and that's exactly what they did.
So out of the, I would say about 1,000 people changed seats on that day, because they've had loads of people come forward, and I would say roughly about 1,000 people changed seats. They only had intentions to throw out one person on that day, and they wanted to evict Morgan.
Yes, I believe it was premeditated, and the guy in the orange, the suit in the orange, must have gotten onto the chief steward before the match, and he must have said to him, oh, we're going to be throwing somebody out today, I want you with us. Hence, that's why the chief steward was there in the first place, otherwise he wouldn't have been there, would he?
So you spoke to the chief steward. What conversation did you have with him? Because I missed it.
I says to the chief steward, I says, oh, my ticket's for the A stand, so I'm going to go over there. He says, no, you're not, you're going out.
Without any warning whatsoever?
Without any warning whatsoever. To be honest, I was bemused, flabbergasted, and I didn't really know what to say like at the time, but I says, no, I'm going straight to my seat in the A stand. You're not throwing me out, mate. I paid good money.
How did it make you feel?
I haven't done. Like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Basically, it made us feel, you know, it hurt me pride a little bit.
Hurt your pride. How old are you?
58-year-old on coming up a couple of weeks. I'm 58.
58 coming up. So how long have you supported Sunderland?
Since about 6 or 7.
And when was your first match?
First match was 1969 or 70, and it was a draw against Derby County.
Draw against Derby County?
And 0-0 draw against Derby County might have been about 1970-ish.
So who did you go with?
My dad.
Your dad?
Yeah.
So out of all the years of experience, have you ever had any trouble at all at the stadium night or Roker Park?
Never, ever.
Never ever. And this is the worst experience you've ever had. I think this is the worst it's ever been. Stewarding.
Most of the stewards, they look sort of miserable. They don't smile. They look as if they're not with us. They look as if they're against us. I sometimes wonder if they're Newcastle fans, because they look at you, sort of evil looking, and they don't smile at you. They don't. They should be coming up to you and saying, I hope you enjoy the match, mate. And what do you think the score be today? They should be. We all should be together.
They should be interacting with the fans. The stewards should be interacting with the fans. You want stewards who actually support the club, who support the team, or live in the local area. Why do you want stewards that don't live in the local area, who don't support Sunderland Football Club, who don't? I'm sure we could find stewards, decent stewards out there, who would love to come to the ground every Saturday, getting paid to do a job and see part of the match.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I just don't understand it, to be honest. They should be friendly. But they're not.
But let's face it, let's face it, Stuart Donald's doing a fantastic job. Everything is going well around the club, outside the club, inside the club. There's only one aspect letting us down, it's the stewards.
To be honest, I still don't know if I'm coming back. I mean, I'm hoping to get to Wembley, and hopefully the stewards is friendly down there. I think they will be. And if I do come back, I don't think it'll be the North Stand where that guy in the orange is. He might be a decent guy when he hasn't got his orange coat on, but for some reason, he just wants the power. He just wants to. He's always looking for trouble. He's always getting on to people. He's getting on to us before about recording the match. We didn't realise you couldn't. He's getting on to us before, oh, you're still recording the match. No, we're not. We're looking at the scores. It's just been an ongoing sort of thing. He's got nothing else better to do. The bunch of bullies, I think.
Bunch of bullies?
Aye.
I've had other people come forward saying they've been bullied as well. One young lass was pushed into her seat, and her dad went absolutely mental. I mean, why are they trying to cause trouble? He shouldn't be touching children in the first place. I've seen stewards in front of me screaming and shouting at kids with mobile phones. You've seen it too, haven't you?
Oh yes, I have. Yeah.
It's
Quite
ridiculous.
regular.
These stewards are going to chase away good paying fans. We're not going to come back. You're going to lose fans rather than gaining fans. We should be supporting the fans. I mean, you get good stewards. If you get good stewards at the ground, friendly stewards with a bit of banter who want to support Sunderland Football Club, the fans are going to interact with them. The fans are going to be nice with them. You're going to have one big family-friendly atmosphere.
It's like Sir Morgan I feel sorry for. He actually got thrown out, and I don't know how I would feel if I got thrown out. I don't feel very good because I got threatened to be thrown out. If I was thrown out, I really don't know how I would feel. So I sympathise there with Morgan.
100%.
100%, and he deserves some sort of apology. Maybe even more than an apology. He missed a match, he should be compensated. He's never missed a match in about 12 years or whatever it is. He just hasn't missed a home match.
I mean, Morgan.
It's absolutely pathetic.
Hey, Morgan.
Yeah.
Morgan, you've been to every single home match in the last few seasons, yeah?
Yes.
This is the first match you've missed.
Yep.
How does that make you feel?
I'm honestly I was absolutely gutted because I love going to games. It's like become a habit. Like, I love going to games, and to be thrown out of a one where we missed a win, and where I wanted to pay my respects to Keano with the minutes of applause in the 18th minute, I was really angry. I was really upset.
Absolutely shocking, isn't it? The whole thing is
That's ridiculous.
absolutely shocking, and it looks as if nothing's going to get done about it. Just looks to me as if nothing's going to get done about it.
I know, all I want is an apology from the club.
Yeah.
Just a small apology, and then we're good.
Exactly. That's all he wants. He wants a small apology from the club, and like Morgan said, then he's good. That's all he wants. We want Steward just to back off a little bit.
Somebody needs to have a word with the stewards, just tell them to lighten up a little bit, like be a bit more friendly. Don't look to pick all the time, because that's what they're doing. Every little tiny thing they're looking to pick at you.
I had one guy who came up to me channel. He said that he had an operation a few years ago, and he's having loads of trouble with his legs. And where he was sitting, all the seats were taken, so he was squashed like a little sardine in the seat. But there was 3 or 4 rows down in front, there was loads of spare seats, so he moved further down. And as he moved further down, the steward told him to get back into his seat. He explained to the steward, my legs are hurting, I can't sit there. And the steward didn't care. He said, just go back to your seat now, you'll be thrown out. And this is the guy, he's in his 50s, had an operation on his legs, and being told you're going to get thrown out if you don't go back to your original seat. And he's had operations on his legs, he's in pain. There's no sympathy whatsoever. All these loads of stories coming forward now. It's garbage, it's pathetic. You wouldn't get this at any other club. Why is it happening at Sunderland Football Club? Stuart Donald, you probably never knew this in the past, but now it's coming to light. It's time for you to make action, to do good by the fans, help the fans out. Since you took over from the club, you've been great with the fans. And now it's time to step up to the mark this one last time and do this one last thing. The last thing that needs sorting out for me is some of the stewards. You can't treat fans the way they're being treated, because you're going to chase them away.
Exactly, I can only agree with that. I agree with everything Terry said. The stewards need to lighten up a bit. And otherwise, they won't get my support. I don't fancy coming back again. But who knows?
So Morgan, what's your opinions on Stuart Donald?
This season he's done a brilliant job. He's brought in really good players. He's obviously got us to a cup final. He's got us up challenging for promotion, possibly for the league title with a game in hand. So I reckon he's done a really fantastic job.
So even what happened last week, you're still 100% behind Stuart Donald?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. The best owner for a long time, eh?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yep.
Will we get promoted this year?
Yep.
What position?
I reckon second's probably going to happen, but who knows? If we win our game in hand, we're only 4 points behind Luton, so we could catch them. Mostly we've overtaken Portsmouth, so who knows? We could overtake Luton.
And the Green Army could do us a big favour today by beating Luton, couldn't they?
Hopefully, yeah.
Right, cheers, Morgan.
No bother.
So anyway, John, what's the score going to be today?
3-0 the lads.
3-0 lads. No jockey today. Do you practice a jockey in the house? This reminds me of was it? What's a TV show called online where it's talking with friends in cars having coffee? What's that called again?
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. I don't think I've seen that one.
This feels like That TV show. I'm sure there's a TV show here somewhere talking with your friends in cars about football. Must be a TV show here somewhere.
Ah, maybe we could start one off.
Yeah, well, talking with your friends in cars about football.
I might get ourselves another job.
But without coffee because it's fucking awful. Anyway, I hope we win today. I want 3 points today. I want this whole match thing sorted out because it's ruining my match, it's ruining the fans' match. It's not a very good experience and we chase the fans away. Everybody's behind Stuart Donald 100%.
Yeah, mind, I can't go the next home game anyway because I'm down Skegness with the lads. It's a 70s weekend, so I can't go anywhere. So if anybody says, oh, where's Keano, that's where I'm at.
He told me he was 58, 57, 70s weekend. What's going on?
Yeah.
Are you really? Are you 70?
No, it's the 1970s.
Well, I can't wait for Wembley. I hope we can get it. We all can get tickets and we beat Wembley and we beat Portsmouth. Hope it's a good day out. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope. I mean, it's going to be a great atmosphere. Portsmouth fans are fantastic. I don't understand why they're getting 1,000 more tickets than us. Like,
I don't either. Are we not going for some cheesy chips then?
Cheesy chips. Oh, we'll go. We'll get some cheesy chips. And we'll catch us later. Oh, Steward. Let's get the fans happy and get it sorted out. And we'll catch you later on. Is this some kind of apology from the club? He's got his age wrong. He's 18.